Good morning, Stemmies. Happy Monday. Hopefully you either had a great experience in your advisory this morning or you're about to after we watch this video. But today we just wanted to wrap up, not really wrap up, but continue our conversation about energy use in your home. So over the last couple science classes or activities, we talked about different renewable or non-renewable resources. And then most recently, we talked about different ways that we are using some of that energy. And today what we're asking you to do is to go through your home and look for at least 5. And you'll notice in the table in this document, we give you 5, and then there's 5 more in red. At least 5 different ways that or 5 different things that you think are using a considerable amount of energy in your home. So in order to do that, we're asking you to do 2 things on this table. The first thing is where it says energy use, to literally take a picture of something either that is using energy or something that represents that energy being used. So for instance, one thing I could do is if I'm thinking about lights, I think that the lights use a lot of energy in my home. I could take a picture of a light switch, of the lamp or a overhead light or some light in your house, and just take a picture of that and insert it into the box here for energy use. Then the next thing for explanation would be just to give me a little bit of an explanation as to why you think that thing uses so much energy. So for instance, again, if I was going to stick with that light example, I could have a picture of a light switch, and then in my explanation I could say, I think this energy user uses a lot of energy because we always have lights on. I know growing up, my dad we used to joke he was the light police, because if you ever had a light switch or a light on in a room you weren't on, you would A, hear about it, and B, you would hear him kind of gruffly go and turn the light switch off. So if that's something that you hear at your house a lot, you could say, I think this is something that uses a lot of energy because I know my parents are always concerned with having extra lights on that don't need to be on. That would be one example. Now, the second kind of twist on this is that we're asking that you rank those things that you put on the list. So 1 would be the thing that uses the most energy in your house. So if you're going to try to make the argument that lights are the things that use the most energy in your house, you're going to have to tell me why you think those use so much. Or in the other examples and the other explanations, you'll have to tell me about how those things don't use quite as much as lights. So for instance, if I think lights are the thing that use the most, and probably wouldn't say that if I were you, but that's just me. But if you're going to say lights are the things that would use the most, you would go and find something else, like let's say your refrigerator, and say that I think the refrigerator uses less energy than the lights because blah, 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 whatever your explanation is. This is another one of those activities where at this point there's not really a right or wrong answer. There's probably definitely better answers than others, but really at this point we're just looking to drill in and see what kind of ideas you have about different energy uses in your home. So to wrap all that up, summarize all of that, today, your assignment is to open this document from Google Classroom, go through and look at at least 5, and you can go up to 10, or if you want to add more rows and put more on it, more power to you, but at least 5 different things that use energy in your home or around your home, and then tell me why you think those are things that use so much energy in the explanation column. Pretty straightforward assignment. Hopefully you guys can all find great information, can find great pictures. Honestly, if you're having a hard time finding a good picture, you're trapped in your room because your parents are out in the living room doing a WebEx or whatever, a video call of their own, or you have siblings or whatever it is, worst case scenario, you can go grab some pictures from stuff online to represent those things in your own home. But I would ask that even if you do that you're focusing on your own home as far as energy use goes, because we'll be coming back to this in the next couple lessons, and we want to make sure that it's something that's relevant to you rather than just some random stuff you found online. So overall, find your at least 5 different types of energy use in your home, explain why you think they use a lot of energy, and that's the assignment for today. Again, hope you all have a great day. Stay happy, stay healthy, and enjoy the rest of your Monday.